A farmhouse dog spent an entire winter night repeating the same 11 words. The old man's daughter will come home dressed in gold. The old woman's daughter will come home frozen and dead. No one in the house wanted to believe a dog. By morning, every single word it was true. This is grim and true. This story was collected by Alexander Afanasyev in the 19th century as one of Russia's most widely told winter folk tales, known simply as Morozko, after Father Frost himself. A widowed farmer married a woman who brought a daughter of her own into the household, and from the very first winter, that stepmother made her feelings plain. Her own daughter was fed, raised, kept warm by the stove. Her stepdaughter was worked from before dawn until after dark, fed the smallest portions, and blamed for every misfortune in the house. The old man loved his daughter, but he was a weak man, and weak men in this story do not protect anyone. When his wife finally decided the girl should be gone for good, she did not ask him to raise a hand against her. She asked for something simpler and far colder. "Take her out to the forest," she said, "and leave her there." He obeyed. He drove his daughter deep into the pine forest, further than either of them had ever gone, until the sound of the farmhouse was long gone behind them. He set her down in the snow beneath a towering fir tree, turned the sled around, and left her there alone as the light began to fail. She had not been sitting long before she heard it, a cracking, popping sound moving through the branches above her, drawing closer. Morozko himself descended through the trees, an old spirit of ice and frost, testing the ground his way down to her. "Are you warm, maiden?" he asked. "I am warm, warm, dear Frost," she answered, though her lips had already gone pale and her hands had stopped feeling the cold at all. He came closer, and the air around her grew sharper still. "Are you warm now, maiden?" he asked again. "I am warm, warm, dear Frost," she said again, her voice steady, despite everything. A third time he came, colder than either time before, close enough now that the frost gathered visibly on her eyelashes. "Are you warm, maiden?" "I am warm, warm, dear Frost," she whispered a third time. Something in that third answer moved him, not fear, not desperation, just quiet, unshakable patience, offered to him even as he tried his hardest to break it. Morozko wrapped her in furs richer than anything she had ever worn, and when morning came, he left beside her a great carved chest full of gold, silver, and jewels. Back at the farmhouse, the stepmother sent the old man out again the next morning, this time to bring back what she assumed would be a body to bury. Instead, he returned with his daughter alive, glowing with warmth, and a fortune beside her that the family had never dreamed of owning. The stepmother did not see a miracle. She saw a method. "Take my daughter out to that very same tree," she told her husband, "and leave her exactly where you left yours." She was certain the outcome would simply repeat itself. Gold for one daughter meant gold for the other. The old man drove the stepmother's daughter into the same forest, set her down beneath the same fir tree, and left her the same way. She did not wait patiently. She complained about the cold from the very first minute. Morozko descended through the branches just as before. "Are you warm, maiden?" he asked. "Are you blind?" she snapped back. "Can't you see I'm freezing?" He came closer anyway, colder this time. "Are you warm now, maiden?" "Get away from me, you old fool," she said, her voice sharp with contempt. Morozko did not ask a third time. He simply let the full cold of the forest settle over her, and did not lift it again. When the old man returned, the next morning expecting the same miracle, he found his stepdaughter's sled waiting exactly where he had left it, and beneath the firs, his own wise daughter, still and silent, taken by the very cold she had mocked. Morozko has been told across Russia for centuries, usually softened today into a simple story about kindness being rewarded. But the original is really a story about two different responses to the exact same suffering: patience without complaint against contempt without restraint, and how one girl's stillness under pressure became the very thing that saved her life. Modern retellings tend to drop the stepmother's daughter entirely, along with the household dog that told the truth all night while everyone tried to silence it. The original does not end with a lesson about being nice. It ends with a house that finally has to sit with what its own cruelty produced. This is Grimm and True. If you want more of the real stories, subscribe. Next week, The Selkie Wife, a Celtic legend about a man who traps his wife by stealing the skin she needs to return to the sea. Until then, stay in the dark.